roughly 900 years before the Battle of Yavin, the legendary Jedi Master Yoda was born, and from a young age demonstrated a strong Force sensitivity. As a child, he was taken by the Jedi and trained as a youngling, receiving his Kyber crystal on the planet of Ilum and using it to craft his lightsaber. He would then go on to become a Padawan under a great Jedi Master who trained him for many years. On one occasion, his master told him the story of Chuang and Kung Fu, two powerful Jedi of the past. Upon the death of Chuang's apprentice, Kung Fu sent a messenger with his condolences. But rather than find him mourning, the Jedi Master was jubilant, dancing and laughing among friends. When questioned by the shocked messenger, Chuang explained that death was inevitable and only meant taking a new form within the Force. And so he chose to laugh at death rather than cry before it. Yoda would serve as a Jedi for nearly a century before moving on to become an instructor, taking on Padawans and guiding them to become Jedi, doing his best to pass on the training given to him by his own masters. For 800 years, Yoda instructed Padawans and younglings, possibly having participated in the training of up to 20,000 Jedi. His last apprentice before the fall of the Republic would be the Padawan Dooku, a powerful Force sensitive of strong will and grand ambition. They grew close as a teacher and student and trained together for many years. Once, while on the planet of Kashyyyk, a young Dooku watched his master defeat a great Terrantitech beast, demonstrating the power one might achieve with proper training. After Dooku's ascension to the rank of Jedi Knight, Yoda began to focus exclusively on training Jedi younglings and attending to his duties as Grand Master of the Jedi Order. During the Naboo crisis, as Darth Sidious began to enact his plans for the revenge of the Sith, Yoda began to sense the power of the dark side growing, but was unable to identify its source or understand its true meaning. Little did the Jedi know that their abilities were being clouded by an ancient Sith shrine built beneath the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. Though the ancient Jedi believed that power to be sealed away, it had survived their efforts and haunted the temple still, able to be exploited by Sidious, who used it to disguise his actions, posing as Senator and later Chancellor Sheev Palpatine of Naboo. It was therefore not until Darth Maul attacked Qui-Gon Jinn on Tatooine that Yoda and the Council learned of the return of the Sith. Sensing the dangerous times approaching, Yoda and the Council rejected a young Anakin Skywalker, sensing the darkness within the child and the potential for great destruction. But Master Qui-Gon Jinn was convinced the child was the chosen one of prophecy, and so took the boy on as his apprentice. After the death of the Jedi Master in a duel with Darth Maul, Obi-Wan Kenobi became the boy's master, forcing Yoda and the Council to accept Anakin as a Jedi Padawan. Years later, after the kidnapping of Obi-Wan Kenobi, Padawan Anakin Skywalker and former Queen, now Senator, Amidala of Naboo, Grand Master Yoda led a clone army to Geonosis, where they engaged the Confederacy of Independent Systems, led by former Jedi turned Sith apprentice Count Dooku. This would be the first battle in what came to be known as the Clone Wars. In the Battle of Geonosis, Yoda engaged his former Padawan Count Dooku, but was forced to allow him to flee so he might rescue Anakin and Obi-Wan from danger. As the Clone Wars began, Yoda continued to sense anger and pain in Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker, and so assigned him Padawan Ahsoka Tano, hoping that by instructing an apprentice in the ways of the Jedi, it would mature him and aid him in controlling his emotions. Throughout the Clone Wars, Yoda was an instrumental figure, taking an active role as battlefield general, military strategist, and diplomatic ambassador. He would often seek new allies for the Republic, once even assigning Anakin Skywalker and his apprentice Ahsoka to rescue Rada, the child of Jabba the Hutt, from captivity, in hopes of securing an alliance between the Republic and the Crime Lord. Yoda would even personally go to the neutral moon of Rugosa to sway its king into becoming an ally. But Asajj Ventress, a dark side apprentice to Count Dooku, was also there, representing the Confederacy and also attempting to win the king's favor. The Confederacy shot down Yoda's shuttle before he could arrive, stranding him with 3 clone troopers in the wilderness. Ventress then proposed a challenge, stating that if Yoda survived and arrived at the king's location, Rugosa would go with the Republic. But if the droids defeated him, the king would ally with the Confederacy. Yoda agreed to the terms, using his masterful Force powers to defeat an army of droids, winning the contest and ensuring the survival of all 3 clone troopers. A special thanks to all those who have contributed to CivilizationEx. You make these videos possible, and I am eternally grateful for your support. If you would like to help CivilizationEx and want a say in the future content of this channel, click on the Patreon link in the description box below and pledge any amount you'd like on a monthly basis. Or if you would prefer to make a single donation, you can use the PayPal link, also in the description below. And please be sure to like and subscribe and click on the links to see more.